Joining me now, Republican Congressman Robert Pittenger of North Carolina. Congressman, do you think it's a bad idea to take a meeting with someone who offers aid from a foreign government in bringing down your political adversary?
I think, what materially illegal is there about that? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
No, but I'm just asking, do you think it's bad? Like, if someone you were advising said to you, look, I just got an email from an adversarial government that says they've got dirt on my opponent. Should I go to the meeting? What would you tell them?
I'll listen to anybody for whatever they have to say. But at the end of the day, you wait through the facts.
You would take a meeting, sir. Let me ask you this question. If you say you take a meeting, you would listen to anyone have to say. You'd take a meeting with, say, an agent of the Venezuelan government to give you opposition research on an opponent. Would you do that?
Again, Chris, you're coming up with some conjecture here of things. These are hypothetical things that I don't deal with.
But you just, I'm sorry, Congressman. You just said you would take, you think it's okay.
I would listen to people what they have to say.
You would take that meeting.
I want to let you know that I respect what you just said a minute ago. You said that all this has been a lot of speculation and conjecture, and let's get down to the facts.
Right.
We've been hearing speculation and conjecture for the last 6 months. But issue after issue after issue. This has been trial by Democrat, trial by media.
So wait.
There's an obsession of trying to find something. Can we get something on this guy, Trump, that nail him? Can we finally get him? And we just kind of keep looking. And I think at the end of the day, there hasn't been anything that shows any collusion.
Okay, so I just want to be clear about what's speculation, what's fact, so we can sort of agree on that. So you agree that Donald Trump Jr. published emails yesterday that he received from a purported intermediary.
And I commend him for doing that.
Okay, but that's
not the right thing.
Just to be clear, that's not speculation. Those emails exist, correct?
Absolutely.
And those emails,
very straightforward.
Those emails involve an offer to collude with the Russian government to bring down Hillary Clinton.
That's your interpretation.
They say this is part, but just to be clear, they say this is part, and I'll just read from it. This is obviously very high-level, sensitive information, but it's, and I'm quoting here, part of Russia and its government's support for Mr. Trump. Now, you agree that's actually what that email says, right?
I'm not going to get into what is a material fact relative to aiding and abetting the takedown. I think you want to be a prosecutor right now. I think, great, to go to law school and be a prosecutor.
No, sir.
We shouldn't have trial by media.
Well, I agree with you.
That's why we have Mr. Mueller. That's why I really commend President Trump for the nomination he has of Chris Wray. This man is outstanding. He's going to get to the facts. If there's some type of a relationship with Russia, Chris Wray is going to help get to the bottom of it. Donald Trump is the one who appointed him.
Okay, so let's agree on this, right? You and I both, and I think anyone in the country genuinely wants to know the truth, right? We want to know the actual facts.
Absolutely.
Particularly,
we've had 6 months of this issue after issue of conjecture and speculation.
That's right. Particularly if it's exculpatory. I mean, particularly from your perspective, if it turns out this entire thing's a witch hunt, right? You want to know the actual facts. So we have something that we haven't had in a very long time in the last day, which is just concrete fact. It's actual documents, right? And the documents and the chain of events that happened, which is this offer and a meeting, are real things that happen in the world that aren't conjecture and they're not speculation. And I'm just asking you, as a human being, as a politician, as a citizen, do you think it's okay what the campaign did when offered this? Is that an okay thing that you approve of, that you would advise a friend to do?
Was it illegal? Is that a material reality that what they did was wrong? It was illegal? I think we'll get to the facts on that. I'm not an attorney. Well, I think you can take information from anyone. I think.
So you think it was okay? I'm asking for your opinion. I'm really not. I'm just asking, like, it's okay to do that.
You can live. I hear information from people all the time on the many things, and also I think you need to understand in a campaign. I've been in many campaigns, particularly in a national campaign. Donald Trump probably had 25 meetings a day.
Let me ask you this.
You run through a lot of people during the course of the day.
I hear that, and there's a lot of
if they're not,
there's a lot of cranks and hangers-on and people that come through your door, and I have seen that firsthand. Final question to you.
Anybody wants to get the son of Donald Trump's attention.
Final question to you.
I've got something for you.
Have you personally ever met with someone who represented themselves as a foreign agent to give you dirt about a political opponent?
Never have, no.
Congressman Robert Pittenger, I appreciate you being here.
Well, good to be with you, Chris. Hope you have a good evening.
Thank you very much. You too. Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.